What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Young Money Investments and happy Friday. We have made it through another week of some very profitable trades. I'm very happy to see really overall the great growth that we're seeing in the private mentorship. We're seeing a lot of winners in swing trading. We're seeing a lot of winners in the shorting market. We're seeing our long-term investment accounts doing really good as well. So I just want to take a moment and give everybody in that group a big round of applause. I think we're doing really great. My big thing I want to talk about right now is the long-term investments. I want to talk a little bit about the long-term investments. I want to talk about how we've been able to do that, but there's also something else I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to talk to you about a new YouTube series idea that I'm really trying to get rolling, trying to get working on, and I want to talk to you about that right after we roll the intro, and that is going to be our set of topics today. Let's roll it, you guys. All right, you guys, so to start off today's video, let's just look at the charts. We are seeing the SPY run up quite a bit right now. As you can see over here, the S&P 500 over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days has just continued to run. We're seeing a good little forward momentum. There's been a lot of stuff, obviously, with trade war rumors that have not really been talked about much lately. We've had some interest rate cuts, obviously, by the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. So we're seeing a lot of stuff that is causing the market to continue to push up. Now, obviously, with that being said, I'm not nearly as bullish as I probably should be. There are a lot of things, President Trump has come out right now saying that he believes that the economy is the best the economy has ever been. I tend to disagree with that just a little bit. And you're probably going, okay, Cameron, why do you disagree with that? Well, the fact of the matter still remains the US is in the most debt it has ever had in the history of the United States. Anytime you have the greatest economy and the most debt you've ever had, those two things don't really usually equal the best. So with that being said, I'm still, eyes wide shut with this whole positivity thing going on in the stock market right now. Our long-term investment account is obviously loving it. We're crushing it. Cirrus Logic came out with earnings recently. That was a huge beat on earnings. OLED, another company that we've been swing trading in the private mentorship group, link down in the description, is another one that has done very well through earnings. EA didn't really do so well, but we can talk about both of those real briefly. But I want to talk to you about an idea that I have for YouTube videos. So if you know someone that is in the trading community, whether it be another trader or mentor that does something similar to me, and you personally know them or know them, through the web, and they would be interested in being here on Young Money Investments, I would love to have them. My goal really is to interview a few other public traders as well as other traders out there that are millionaires that have made a lot of money. Brad had done something very similar to this, and he wanted to do just millionaires in general. I thought that was super cool. B. Smith always at it with those super cool YouTube ideas. But with that being said, I want to create it's kind of like Andrew Hales. I don't know if you've ever seen Andrew Hales. He does his Chatting With series. I want to do that for just traders. I want to open this up. I think one of the things in the investment community in general is there's not enough people that want to praise other traders. It's a battle back and forth. You can't really be friends. And I honestly and truly just want to promote good out there. And I think it would be really cool for all of you viewers out there to get to know other traders, to get to know their styles. And heck, if you want to, ask them questions too, there's so many good people out there that I really want to kind of showcase them here on Young Money Investments. So if you do know somebody, please let them know, have them reach out to me, give me their information. I'd love to reach out to them. I would love to be able to do that. That's kind of the goal right now. And one of the biggest projects that I'm working on. It's really hard. I talked with Max from Mad As Money. I don't know if any of you know who he is. He's a very, I'd say probably pretty dominant short seller on Twitter. And I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, Max, if you're watching this, love to have you here on the channel. And talking to a few others, there's another, I Like BB Stocks, is another one that trades in the OTCs, and he crushes it. We're talking over $500,000, over $250,000 a year in trades that he profits on. So there's a lot of irons I have in the fire right now. I'm trying to get a few of these guys to take the bait, to come on the channel. I'd love to be able to showcase them a little bit more. And what do you guys think? Would you like to see that? That's really my question and the reason I'm talking to you about it. Would you like that? And I know the more people that know about this, the more people that can reach out to other people and we can get them here on the channel, because that's really what I think is going to be pretty sweet. All right, so as you can see over here, the very first one we have is OLED. This one has ran up quite a bit from earnings. We're talking about lows of 171 all the way up to highs of 202. That is an 18.73% return. This is one that we called out in the private mentorship that we've been talking about. And it has done extremely well through earnings. Another one we've seen do really well, or decently well, here is Facebook. Facebook did have positive earnings, has had quite a bit of a sell-off from its highs over here. Not horrible, but definitely has had a little bit of a sell-off from its earnings report. Now, here's another one we've had in the long-term investment portfolio. This is none other than Apple. Apple has done extremely well and has crushed it through earnings as well. This is one that we've been holding for quite some time. This is one we've kept in the long-term investment account as well. And then last but not least, this is also Cirrus Logic. And again, they make a lot of the semiconductors. They make the audio chips for Apple. Apple's one of their main customers, and with Apple doing well, that obviously has boosted their share price tremendously as well. And this is another one we've held in the long-term investment account. If you haven't seen this, or you don't remember us talking about this, this is a company and a ticker that I talked about in my long-term swing trade account, or sorry, long-term investment account. We talked about this back in, I think it was like September. You can probably find the link up here to that particular video. It was about what's in my long-term investment account. This was a company that I really did like back then, liked it for like a year, and I'm loving it obviously right now. Now you're probably going, okay, Cameron, what's the point of you sharing all this with me? The point of me sharing this with you is, why do we long-term invest? The reason we long-term invest in this, and I'm not just all completely a short seller, not completely all just in swing trades, is because there is always a perfect setup in the markets somewhere, in some style, some way, shape, or form. And my belief is it's always great to avoid capital gains tax, to invest long-term, pull the Warren Buffett approach. But if you spend enough time in the market, you're usually going to be one of those that wants to trade a little bit more frequently. You want to get in and out of positions. There's ways, obviously, that you can make a little bit more money doing those things. My shorting account has grown $3,000 in the past week because of great trades on XNet, great trades on SES, and a few other tickers that are out there. But does that mean it's perfect for you? No, it doesn't always mean it's perfect for you. And that's why we talk here on Young Money Investments a lot about the long-term approach. Anyone can long-term invest. And that's something I've gotten a lot in my Instagram DM a lot. Is this past week, I've obviously been promoting the course a lot. We're doing the Halloween special, Spooky Good. That's the code right now to get 20% off the Young Money Investments mentorship. But long-term investing is easy to do. You just have to be able to set aside a portion of your paycheck and then watch it go. You do have to find the right stocks. That's a given. But with that being said, I think there is so much value in just getting started and learning to do this. I think overall, we're probably up somewhere around 25, 26% now on the year, if not more. I think that's a pretty conservative number in the long-term investment portfolio. But at the end of the day, I want to give you a few tickers that are also worth kind of looking at and kind of being able to put in your long-term investments portfolio. Starbucks being one of those. I believe if we can hold that 82, I believe it's 82.50 level of support, we should be able to see this one continue to go up. So I always like to give you at least one stock to long-term invest in or swing trade in every single video. That's my one suggestion here for today's video, just going along with everything else we've talked about today. So like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those down in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning into Young Money Investments, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.